Hey guys, it's me, Travis. I just got back from my 12-day stint in Japan, and I want to put together a series of videos that's going to help you plan and be ready and super prepped for your first trip to Japan. So for this one, we're going to focus on Japanese in terms of the language. Before I went to Japan, I spent 621 days. That was the actual time, the day streak I had on Duolingo learning Japanese. And when I got thrown into the environment after 12 days of going all over the country, it pretty much only boiled down to 10 words, or I guess you could kind of say 10 phrases, that you need to know to get through Japan, whether it's a few days, a few weeks, a few months, maybe not a few months. But this definitely will get you through a standard length vacation in Japan. Here are the only 10 things that you really need to know to travel to Japan. Starting off with the most important one. I guess it's 1A and 1B on the two most important things you can say and know in Japan. The first one is sumimasen. Sumimasen means excuse me, but it can also mean excuse me in a bunch of different ways, similar to how we use excuse me in English. So if you want to get someone's attention, if you're gonna ask them a question, even if it's in English or whatever your native language is, hoping that they speak your native tongue, but let's just say English, for example, if you're hoping they speak English and you want to go up to them and ask them a question in English because you absolutely know zero Japanese outside of these things we're teaching you in this video, it is respectful, it is proper etiquette to lead with saying, excuse me, in Japanese. Even if your question is in English, lead with excuse me in Japanese, which again is sumimasen. If you accidentally bump into someone on the bump shoulders on a train or walking through traffic or something like that, you say sumimasen, excuse me. If you are trying to clear a path, if somebody's standing in front of you and you need to get past them, and you need them to take one step over, whatever the situation is, simply say excuse me, sumimasen. This word is, I think, tied with the next one we're coming up with here on things that I said the most while in Japan. Again, if you need to get someone's attention, whether it's asking them a question in English or maybe even if you're asking a question in Japanese, if you learned a question in Japanese, still lead with getting their attention in their native tongue, Japanese, by simply saying sumimasen. The second one is arigato gozaimasu, which is, of course, thank you. Even if you're not someone who's prone to saying thank you in English or whatever language you speak often, it I think not just in Japan, but when you travel to somebody else's country in general, or if you just travel to someone else's place, if you're going to a location you're traveling, you need to be as respectful of the traditions, the customs, the everything. Make sure that you aren't insulting by being a completely arrogant person who everybody talks about on social media after they leave their country. So be polite. The easiest way to be polite is saying thank you. You want to say thank you for anything that happens where somebody does something for you. If they open a door for you, if they provide you a menu, a drink, food, anything that's related to service, you would want to say arigato gozaimasu. And then I'm trying to think of like what are situations. I mean, that's custom. It's a thank you. You want to say thank you for everything that you need to say thank you for. Somebody does something for you, you thank them. And that's how you say that. And that is because you're going to be, when you travel, you kind of need assistance from a lot of different things. And you're going to be eating at restaurants and all these kind of other scenarios. The rest of these, I don't know if I put them in priority order, but I feel like the next ones on this list can be, it's not a priority. Just learn these 10, and that's pretty much all you need to get yourself through a week or so in Japan. So the next one is doko. Doko just means where. So even if you're going to be pointing something on a map or saying something in English, like it could be like bathroom or anything, like if you whatever location of something you're looking for, even whether you're saying it in Japanese, in English, or anything, let them know that you're asking for a direction or a location by starting off with saying where, which is doko. So situations that I use doko for it, I would be asking maybe if you're in the train station and you're looking for a specific train, and you're pointing on a piece of paper that says the name of the train and the number, and having you say doko means, okay, they're looking, this American, this English speaker is looking at this paper and wanting me to point them in the right direction of whatever they're pointing at on a map or just asking about in general. So that would be the next word to learn. The next word that's important to learn is kore, which means this. You can use this for a bunch of different things and a bunch of different scenarios, but it's very, very, very important when you are pointing at an item on a menu, whether it's a drink, food, appetizer, whatever. If you are pointing at something and you know you want it, instead of pointing at it, which I don't know if you could, they might think that you might be asking a question about it, but when they come to order, if you're pointing and you say kore, you're essentially saying, this is what I want, or I want this, please give me this. So ordering on a menu, kore comes into play a lot. There's a few other scenarios you could use it, but that is definitely the one where we used it the most. The next one, konnichiwa. Konnichiwa is hello. When you see somebody for the first time in the day, or if you're going to, like, let's say you're at the hotel and you're going to check in, you go up and you introduce yourself by saying konnichiwa. Even if everything after that is English, you lead with polite etiquette. Now, this could be common sense, or you might think it's common sense, but not everyone has that mentality. You lead with politeness. If 99% of what you speak in Japan is English, and the only 1% are these 10 words, lead with these 10 before you lead with something that they may or may not understand. But as long as you lead with lead with Japanese, even if they do speak English, they're more likely to want to help you because you led with their language before you brought up your language. It's just a polite etiquette thing. So konnichiwa, of course, is hello. The next one, hi, simply means yes. So if somebody says, whether they're speaking in English or Japanese to you, hey, do you, they're trying to ask you to confirm something, is this what you want? Hi, yes. And anything for like confirmation, you're going to be saying yes. So hi is yes, but just make sure that before you say yes, you're confident in what they're asking for, because you don't want to say yes for something that you actually have no idea what they said. So confirm that. The next one is daijobo, which means okay. And that can kind of be intertwined with hi, which we just learned, which was yes. So if you're confirming something, you could say okay or yes. Or sometimes somebody will ask you something, and they will say, is this okay? Whether they ask you in Japanese or English, if they say this is okay, you could say yes or okay. But there are situations that you need to learn both, because they might ask you in Japanese, is this okay? And so if you hear daijobu, they're asking you to confirm, is this okay? So that's another one as well. Another one, of course, a lot of these are etiquette, politeness, but the next one is kudasai. Kudasai is please. Now, in Japanese, depending on what you're asking for, if you're asking to be served something food-wise, or different situations, there's different words for please. However, Japanese know that kudasai means please regardless. So even if you're not asking it in the right format, you being polite and saying please, they're still going to understand that your request comes with a polite please at the end. It's probably better to, if you're going to be spending a lot more time in Japan, to learn the situations of which of the pleases to say. But as long as you have kudasai, and you can say even so here's some words that we learned. You point. First you say sumimasen, get their attention if you're ordering something, the word we learned. You then point at your menu and you say kore, which is you saying this, and then you finish it up with kudasai. So, excuse me, this please. That's literally gets you through every restaurant in Japan. Like, these are super basic things, and these aren't just like the 10 words that like you want to start off with. My entire group of 4 English-speaking adults, these 10 words was like 99.99% of what was said. So that one is kudasai, which of course means please. Now, we taught you earlier, hi means yes. You want to also know how to say no, which is ie. Ie is no, hi is yes. So if they're asking you to confirm something, or asking you, is this what you want, or anything along the lines where your answer is no, say ie. No. Simple enough, right? And finally, one of the more fun ones is oishii. Oishii means tasty. So if they're coming up to you after they served you a meal or a drink, and whether they're asking in Japanese or in English, like, did you enjoy it? Was it good? Instead of just saying hi or something of confirming, yes, it was good, you can say oishii, which not only says it's good, but it kind of doubles down on that by you saying that it's tasty. And if you're only just, if you're getting something cooked in front of you like a teppanyaki style, and the chef is, you make eye contact with the chef after having the best bite of Wagyu steak you've ever had in your life, and all you want to tell them is, this is super tasty, oishii, oishii. Or you can lead it with, you could say, tasty, thank you very much, or tasty, thank you. So oishii, and then one of the words that we already learned, arigato gozaimasu. Oishii, arigato gozaimasu. Tasty, thank you. But those are the 10 words. That was 99% of what was said on this trip. But I promise you, if you go to Japan and you tattoo these 10 words and phrases to your brain, you're going to be fine. Just make sure you're polite. Make sure you have proper etiquette. Don't be that arrogant dum-dum from whatever country that makes the entire country of Japan hate you. Those 10 things will get you through. Be nice, be polite, and enjoy Japan. We'll see you guys in our next video.